for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bruins will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Webb. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row, or multiple times. I know everybody wants to air it out, but man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll hop it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hold and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Catch in the middle, it's Rivera. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
To the air, it's Thorne. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Going to swing it on second down. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Thorne. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bruins!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buying some time. And not much going on downfield. He just get rid of it and live to play another down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They go to the draw. At midfield, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Back to throw, it's Thorne. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well. And that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking to throw. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
He's open on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to the big tight end. Grab, go to the middle. It's possible. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Foster. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. They're working that left side. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going.
Looking for a deep man. Got it in stride at the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone. He's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Thorne. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. It's caught. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Webb. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Webb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And how about the simple run? Like, I believe in my guys. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to get the first down. Nice job by this offense.
And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After run, now throw. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now they regain the lead. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Thorne. Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch, nice catch.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying to get the corner. And some room to work. Past the 45. There he goes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line and a big pickup on that one.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Second down, he'll throw it. Release to the back. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. They'll try to get it through the air. He got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown Bruins! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finds his tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The Trojans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the right. That throwing catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. This is a design run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Touchdown, Trojans! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Got a little space. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was